A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Jonathan Dent. Jonathan, you got the farm hat on now?
I think I've switched the mindset. Ready to talk about weather and markets and all that.
You've been a busy man so far this morning. I had no idea when they put the cage up that they were locking you in.
Yeah, it's just one way.
Yeah.
You're stuck in here too now.
I'm stuck in here for the rest of the day. Oh, well, I don't mind. Actually, I do mind because we do have sunshine out there. And if some of you remember, and Jonathan, you're included, back a couple of days ago, this was supposed to be a rainy day, and it was supposed to be cool, and tomorrow wasn't supposed to be any better. And then Saturday was looking like a kind of a mess. And
yeah, Terry, I was looking for an excuse not to do outside work this weekend, and it's gone now.
You got none. You're locked. Once we get you the key,
once
then
I
you
get out
go
of here,
yeah, and then you can go to work. We're looking at, and we've said this all the way along all week. We've had a low pressure system that's been in the central part of the country, and it's been looping down under through the Tennessee Valley. And the idea was it was going to move up the Appalachians off to the east of us, and we were going to see the very far west side of it, unless that hurricane decided that it was going to move in the Atlantic, but actually move a little bit further to the east and the northeast and wind up pretty close to Great Britain, really, by the time it's all done. And that's exactly what happened. The thing stayed to the east. That low is spinning away, and it looks like even, London, Ontario, Windsor, some of those locations in Canada will be getting a little bit of rain. But for us here in Michigan, right along that Lake Huron border, that's it. Everything else is dried right up, and that's what's happening right now. Temperature-wise, we started off a little on the cool side once again. Not as chilly as what we have been. But right now, Jonathan, what are we looking at temperature-wise?
Yeah, mostly sunny skies all around the region. Out at the airport right now, 47 degrees. Downtown Midlands at 50. Here at Radio Center, we're at 48, and there is a little bit of a breeze still out of the north, 13 miles per hour. No wind chill to speak of, though. We don't have any of that.
Now, we will have a little bit more of a wind this afternoon and this evening. I still think we're going to see some wind gusts better than 25, maybe possibly up to 30 miles per hour coming right out of the north, and then eventually out of the northwest. And the reason for that is because that low pressure system that's moving up the east coast, a little bit further east of the Appalachians, is going to wind up in Quebec province. And when it does that, we're going to see the backlash of it with a few more clouds, and there will be a little bit more of a breeze. Clouds and sun mix, really, for the remainder of the day, breezy. And again, the best chance of seeing any precipitation is going to be right along that Lake Huron shoreline from roughly Port Huron all the way down in through the Detroit area and Toledo. Again, it's a real iffy situation right now. They do have more clouds down there than what we have. And we're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies here for the remainder of the day. 55 we should get up to. Now, West Branch this morning, you started off at right around 28. Bad Axe was at 35. Midland at 36. Saginaw had a low of 37. Caseville, which, and I bring this up today because they're so close to the water, they had been quite a bit milder, about 10 degrees warmer than just about everybody else here all throughout much of the week. Well, today they had an overnight low of 32. And the reason for that is because the wind is coming out of the east and out of the northeast instead of the north and the northwest. So they did pick up some pretty chilly temperatures, and they had no cloud cover to talk about. Pigeon, not too far away from Caseville, 34. Cass City, 32. Caro, 33. And Fairgrove at 32. Just a little bit of an idea. The further west you got, a little bit milder as far as the temperatures go. And southeast Michigan, milder temperatures there. Again, all of that a function of the cloud cover. So sunshine for sure. The western part of I-75, I-75 West is going to be looking at mostly sunny skies. And now Michigan's thumb is probably going to clear off a little bit more. than what the projections were. Clouds will be moving in tonight because of that northwest breeze. 38 for a low tonight. Sun will set this evening at 6:30. Rise tomorrow morning at 8:11. Then during the day tomorrow, clouds, glimpses of sun here and there. I don't think it's going to be all that bad, quite frankly. 51 for a high, 35 for a low. Northwest wind, a breezy one, 25, 30 miles per hour. Not out of the question. Saturday, a function of some clouds around, but still, we're going to see some sun. But it is going to be cooler. The wind speeds will die down on Saturday, not nearly as gusty. Out of the northwest, 5, 6, 7, 8 miles per hour. So 48 degrees isn't going to feel nearly as bad as what it could. That's going to be our high temperature. 31 degrees for a low on Saturday night with partly cloudy skies. So if you've got any activity going on Saturday afternoon and Saturday night, dress accordingly. It is going to be chilly. And especially if you're sitting outside watching any football or soccer or anything like that, you will want to warm up a little bit.
One more time, what's our low looking like? What's tomorrow evening looking like when the kids are going to be out and about trick-or-treating?
35.
Whew, for a low overnight.
For a low overnight.
Okay,
so it'll be 38, 40,
40s, yeah.
You know, when the kids are out. Because usually a lot of them are done by 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then the bad guys are out after midnight.
Well, just keep the long sleeves on and stay warm while you're out committing crimes.
I
No,
guess
don't
so.
commit crimes.
No, they're willing to give you candy. You don't have to fight them for it.
No.
Then moving into the work week next week, we're going to see temperatures beginning to moderate just a little bit back where we were, 54, 55, 56 degrees. Nighttime lows, mid to upper 30s, so nothing out of the ordinary. There is going to be a chance on Sunday night, and we're going to keep our eye on it. There is a system that is going to be approaching from the west. There will be a chance of seeing some moisture after midnight on Sunday night and the early morning hours on Monday. But as we go through the day on Monday, everything should be pretty well clearing out of here. 56 for a high, 39 for a low. Again, the chance of rain on Monday will be early. Then Tuesday and Wednesday right now look to be pretty much rain-free with mid-50s and nighttime lows in the mid-30s. Then we're going to begin to warm up.
Oh,
even more.
That's not what I expected you to say.
No, we're going to be looking at pretty close to 60 degrees as we approach next weekend.
Well, Terry, now I have an excuse not to do outdoor work this weekend. I just put it off until it warms up.
Till next weekend. Yeah. Don't put it off too long. I got a funny feeling for opening day of deer hunting this year. I don't know so much about Great Lakes Bay area, but northern Michigan, we're going to see some snow.
Really?
That's the 15th of November. Yeah.
That's not too long from the 60 degrees that you're projecting for next weekend.
That's right.
Wow.
The roller coaster ride is going to start.
That's fall in Michigan, isn't it?
Yeah. And for some of you that are going to be doing some traveling, Thanksgiving, which is the end of the month, we're going to be looking at a system coming through probably about Tuesday before Thanksgiving. We'll have a little bit better idea on that, get a little bit closer. But don't be surprised. Thanksgiving Day might be there'll be more than ice cream on that pumpkin pie. Yeah. I'll tell you that right now.
We'll see.
Normal high for this time of the year is 54. The normal low 37. Record high in this state a year ago. We broke a record. Actually, we broke 3 records in a row, 3 straight days of record-breaking high temperatures, 28th, 29th, and 30th of October a year ago. The current record, 78, set a year ago, broke a record of 76 that was set in 1933, tied in 1971, and tied in 1999. So that was quite a record to break.
A year ago, we broke that.
Yep. Year
ago.
We're
not breaking the new record, though.
No, not anytime soon. Warmest ever, obviously, for the 30th was last year. 78 was our high. 67 was our low a year ago on the 30th. Coolest ever, go back 100 years. Yeah, we had quite a few days in a row there. 1925. Matter of fact, we had 4 in the month of October that were the coldest ever days. 1925, 34 was our high, 20 was our low. Again, that was on this day, on the 30th. Long range outlook now to tell you a little bit more about that warmer temperature. About the 10th, 12th, 13th of November, above average on the temperatures, average to slightly below as far as the moisture. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast today. Jonathan, standing by. Who do we have?
We'll be talking with Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons, just taking a look at the markets right now. It looks like she's got a mixed bag to talk about here this morning. Then, as per usual, we'll head over to Doug Klein at Oppenheimer. All of that's ahead, but first, the weather report today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. A little frost on the roof overnight. It's been frost for the past several days on the roofs. There's another thing that's on the roofs right now. I'm seeing a lot of people walking around taking a look at their roofs because they've been putting it off. Jonathan, you know what putting it off is all about. Yeah. Well, don't put it off. You still do have a chance to get that free roof assessment from Ben at RoofMax. AskBenHow.com or the telephone number at 989-859-6751. He's going to go up there, tell you what's going on, because not everybody, unless you own a drone, you're not really going to know what's going on. And once you get up there, you might be surprised at what he finds. You need a new roof? He'll tell you. You don't? He'll tell you. He'll suggest RoofMax product. It's revolutionary. It restores flexibility. It extends the life of your roof. And quite frankly, your roof is a different color after they get done applying that product. I mean, it looks new, and it is practically new. Flexibility extends the life, and you've got a transferable warranty involved with it as well. But you don't know until you ask. AskBenHow.com. That's where you go. 989-859-6751, because a little care today is going to save you a whole lot more tomorrow. Melinda Sweeney, we put it off long enough. I hope the prices didn't erode just a little bit, but soybeans, last time I looked pretty good.
Yeah, it's very much like Jonathan said, a mixed bag. We have corn up 1, beans up 9, and wheat down 9. Beans have swung 47 cents today from a low to a high standpoint with just the talks of China and the overnight uncertainty. We also went through a fund roll yesterday for first notice day, so we had a lot of pressure in the X to the Jan as well, Nov to Jan futures. Trump said on a scale of 1 to 10, the meeting was a 12. We haven't seen any big commitments out of China other than the 3 cargo tenders they've already bought this week. China said it agreed to expanding egg products to the table to trade, but it didn't really offer many details on what that looks like. So if they buy 12 million metric tons or 10, or if they go up to 25 million metric tons annually for 3 years, what does that mean to our bean balance sheet? There's still a lot to be desired there as we figure out what trade looks like. From the corn side, harvest is wide open, really, and we're seeing some wetter corn come in, and guys working through some of those issues with how dry we were. Still seeing some of the later planted corn come in a little bit wetter. And then from the wheat front, the 25-26 global wheat crop is increased in stocks. So it's not necessarily favorable for the wheat market, and it definitely needs some sort of news there to really rally the wheat market in a way, but it should move with corn in all realisticness to some point.
So right now on the board, what do you have, Melinda?
Yeah, right now we have nearby corn at $3.77, January corn at $4, new crop 26 corn at $4, nearby soybeans at $10.31, January or April 26 soybeans at $10.75, new crop 26 soybeans at $10.20, new crop July red wheat at $5, and new crop July white wheat at $5.10.
You have a great day. All righty.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. And a nice weekend, too. Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. Jonathan?
Over to Oppenheimer we go, to Doug Klein. The market report today brought to you by Steiner Tractor Parts. New parts for old tractors made easy. Hey, before you put that tractor to bed for the season, doing some maintenance on it, you don't want to have problems when you get it ready to go in the spring. Get that sorted out right now. Call Steiner Tractor Parts. Get the parts you need, get it fixed, and get it put to bed when you need to. Steiner Tractor knows your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. That's why they take their job personally. Call them at 1-800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. That's Steiner Tractor Parts. Market report also brought to you by Krejak's House, family restaurant in Bay City. Lots of events coming up. Holidays right around the corner. Thanksgiving, you're starting to think about that. Hey, if you're in charge of the food, Krejak's has the way for you to supply all of that food. With all the celebrations and banquets coming up, you can order what you need, then pick it up at the restaurant ready to go, or dine in. Krejak's House. Call 989-894-5531. That's 989-894-5531. Or visit them at corner of Cass in Michigan on the south end of Bay City. Over to Oppenheimer now. We say good morning to Doug Klein. Doug, how we doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Well, they lowered the interest rate, right?
That didn't do any good.
Well, now we got one more before the end of the year, right?
Maybe that's kind of been on maybe hold. So we don't
Okay.
know what he's got up his sleeve as of right now. Like I said, maybe. What's going on today? The hedge funds are sort of kind of maybe rolling out of tech, maybe. So that's not too hot right now. Microsoft is down about 18 points today. Google's down 88 points today. And the other guy, eBay, is down 15 points, which is almost 15%. So they're kind of sort of getting clobbered. The Dow Jones is still higher today, kind of indicating that the money might be going in there, at least temporarily. What else? Oh, FMC, the fertilizer company, had their earnings, and they predicted abysmal forward-looking futures. So they're down 43% today, trading at $16 and change. So I think their dividend is right around 14%. If you're feeling lucky, that's I guess that's what you look at. But anyway, that was a 16-year low on that stock. And sugar hit another new low today, so they're still not out of the woods. Here's your numbers. The December corn is 432.5, down a penny and a half. March corn 445, down 1 3/4. November soybeans 1090.5, up 10 1/4. January soybeans 1105 1/4, up 10 3/4. December wheat is 523.5, down 8 3/4, and the March wheat is 539.5, down 8 1/4. Crude oil is flat, unchanged, $60.48. Heating oil is $244.58, that's up 2 cents. Gasoline is $198.52, up a penny. Natural gas is $416.5, up 7 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, US dollar buys $1.3983 Canadian, that's up 41 ticks. The dollar buys 154.11 yen, that's up 140 ticks, so that's a huge move in the favor of Japan. The euro's at 115.63, down 36 ticks, and the dollar's at 99.55, up 33 ticks. Gold's at $39.9890, up $12.70. Silver's 48.33, up 60 cents. Platinum 16.06, up $5.20. Copper's at 5.05, down 18.5 cents.
All righty. You have a good one, Doug. Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
We'll talk to you again. Jonathan, standing by. Who do we have?
We're going to head over to Bay Landscaping and Garden Center now. We say good morning to Hannah. Hannah, good morning.
Hi there. It's great to be here.
Hannah, every Thursday, it's the plant of the week, and I know you've got them at the nursery.
We have plenty. The plant of the week this week is one of my personal favorites. It's the Dawn Redwood tree. Now, the Dawn Redwood, they're special because they're one of the few deciduous coniferous species. So now most conifers are like spruce and pine. They're evergreens, meaning that they retain their foliage throughout the winter. But the Dawn Redwood is deciduous, meaning that it loses its foliage in the fall, much like a maple or an oak. So now the Dawn Redwood foliage is a feathery, soft, it's sort of a needle, but not pokey at all, as a viridant green color and turns a red bronze in the fall. They're a very large shade tree and need space to grow because when they mature, they can clock into up to about 100 feet tall, 25 feet wide. They're perhaps my favorite fact about them is that they're a very, very old species. From the fossil records, we know that the species existed 50 million years ago, and very rightfully so, they're colloquially called living fossils.
And again, for more information on that, anybody can get a hold of Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. And as you said, you do have them at the nursery. Fantastic.
Oh, we have so many.
Hannah, thank you so much. We appreciate it. You take care, all right?
Take care.
Hannah from over at Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. Farm service brought to you today by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. Make them your hometown financial solution. You can find out more by going to Frankenmuth CU. That's frankenmuthcreditunion.org.
Farm Service also brought to you by Michigan Truck Spring of Saginaw, your complete parts and service headquarters for light, medium, and heavy-duty trucks and trailers, as well as buses and recreational vehicles. Quality parts and service at very competitive prices for well over 45 years. Michigan's Truck Spring, 800-358-4751, or go online to truckspring.com. Over to the Rummel Insurance Agency now. We say good morning to Craig Voorhees. Craig, how we doing?
We're good, Jonathan. How's everybody there?
Hey, we're doing fantastic, Craig. Storing grain.
Right. The bins are starting to get full this time of year, Terry. And, nobody wants to talk about their insurance right now during the busy harvest season. But when you get done and take inventory of, if you got full bins, I know the prices aren't the best, but you might want to double check on the coverage you have for the grain in storage. Again, with prices being down, you don't want to be overinsured, but you don't want to be underinsured either, because that is how you ultimately pay the bills, is with that grain in the bins. So take, especially if you've added a bin or, are storing more than you normally do, double check that with your agent and make sure your coverage is where you want it to be.
You got that right. Craig, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
We're going to get out and enjoy the sunshine, I hope.
Oh, you bet. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain, your Dairyland seed headquarters. Remember, serving you is their business. They've been doing it since 1983. Freeland Bean and Grain. Take a look at what's going on in New York, Jonathan.
We say good morning to Teresa DeBow with Baird & Company. Teresa, good morning.
Good morning. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 235 points at 47,867, 434 million shares traded. NASDAQ down 266 points at 23,691, 727 million shares traded there. Some stocks of local interest include Caterpillar at 586.19, up 70. Deere 474.31, up 82. CMS Energy 73.67, up $1.38. Dow 24.37, down 49. DuPont 81.69, down 47. Corteva 61.71, down $1.49. General Motors 69.40, up 27. Trinzio 155, up 19. Walmart 102.98, up 52. Huntington Bank 15.45, up 29. Independent Bank 30.92, up 14. And AT&T at 24.86, down 28.
You have a great day, Teresa. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All righty.
Teresa DeBow with Baird & Company. Farm Service Today brought to you by Quality Roasting of Reese, purchasing local soybeans, processing local beans, and marketing local Exceller Meal, a high-bypass soybean meal for your dairy herd since 1991.
We now conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.